You know, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. It's Saturday. I remember as a kid, Saturday was the best time of the week. Well, maybe not, because you had fun in school. School was fun. School was fun. I had fun. I had my classmates. If any of my classmates, especially elementary and junior high school, okay, to even go that far back, imagine that. You know, um, high school was okay. Elementary, junior high was really cool. Elementary, I think, is where I met the core of my friends that they all live their own lives today, and the Facebook stuff. We can still link up and say happy birthday to each other and stuff like that. But these guys were the coolest guys back in the day. Ragged on each other like crazy. But Saturdays were really fun as a kid. You know, Saturdays were fun. Park, played, the stick balls. I hope your Saturdays are fun. I was just telling my son. I said, periodically I get this feeling like I wish I had a regular weekend like everybody else. Like, like I get to take off on Friday, and then I'm like, all right, TGIF, and I'm like, But I do have to take a Sabbath, man. I've got to. I gotta take. See, listen. There's something about the Sabbath, right? That if you really look at it seriously, they got something. There's something there. Okay, you're kind of forced to stop all of that stuff, focus on family, right? Focus on worship, or reflection if you're not religious, but you're forced to stop and allow yourself to settle, and then you go at it again. I think that's a great thing to do, and I think we get so caught up in like go 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 that we like wait for vacation to stop, and then on vacation we're going, okay, we gotta go see this, we gotta see that place, and we have to see this, and we have to go see that, and you're not stopping, and then you come back from vacation and you're tired and you need a vacation from your vacation. All right, I'm gonna clean up this Dyson here. This Dyson is yucky. You ever remember that word from when you were a kid? Yucky. This Dyson is yucky. But it needs to be done. So it's going to be done. And I can imagine for some people at home, that's probably a reason why some people don't even mess with these things. It's because it's like, I prefer not to. All right? Can we just buy another one? Can we just buy another one, man, and just leave this one here? Oh man, I saw some cool things yesterday. I want to share one thing with you guys before I hit this Dyson. I had some cool things yesterday that had me cracking up. Let me see if I can. I saw an invention. This is the invention section of the show. Okay. Let me see if I can. Let me share this with you. Oh, there it is. This is the coolest thing I saw. There was one more, and I'll show that later on in the show. Well, look at this, man. This dog, he isn't enjoying himself. He's not moving at all. Now I see the shadows on it, and I'm like, okay, I see someone moving in the background, so I'm just like, this is not AI, this is legit. Even the cage, it has a little rip that he pulls out, so, but yeah, look at that. I'm sure there's a couple of people that can use that. Oh, man. I thought that was clever. Oh my lord. All right. Anyway, let me get back to the. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope that put a little chuckle in your Saturday morning. All right. Next up, this Dyson here. I gotta work on. So if you have any questions on the vacuum, any problems you're having, leave it in the comments. If you're passing through, make sure you like, you subscribe, do all the good stuff, all the routine. You know, it's amazing how like and subscribe, it is now part of our regular routine for getting on show. Sabbath, man, what's up, bro? What's up? Man, thanks for popping in. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, I'm messing with this Dyson here. I gotta take it apart, clean this head, clean the dustbin. And I'm trying to figure out which one to start with. You know, obviously this part is, 1, 2, 3. You spray it down, wipe it down, no big deal, right? Check the filter, make sure this filter is still good, because a lot of these machines, when this filter starts to go bad, I'm talking about the post filter, a sound will come out of it, like a whoo, sounds like, excuse me, sounds like a whistle. And that's kind of when you know the rubber gasket on the filter is fading. So for those who have one of these machines, if you're using it and you're hearing that sound, well, this one don't have it. But it's getting there. I kind of hear it a little. Not quite. But there is one Dyson that I have over here I'm working on, and that one, you hear it. Let me see, so you can hear the sound. I want you to hear the sound, because once you recognize it, then you'll know what I'm talking about, and then you can be on alert for it. Hold on, I'm back. But they all make the same sound, even if it's a different Dyson ball. The balls, the DC 07s, those old school Dysons. The stick has its own issue. They flutter. They'll make a fluttering sound. Maybe they'll stop after a few minutes. The sensors, the circuit boards, and all that stuff will shut the machine off. It won't let it continue to work if there's a clog or something like that. Let's see if you can hear it here. Let me turn this on. All right. Let's see if you can hear it. Turn it on. Hear that sound? Okay, that sound is what I'm talking about. I hope. Let me see. Is my mic up loud enough? Because, man, last time you said my mic wasn't up loud enough. Testing. All right. So, I think so, right? Is everything? All right. How's that? All right. So that sound is what I'm talking about. Woo! And I don't know if you can hear it on the. I don't know if you can hear it on your side, because some of these mics, they'll cancel out really loud noise, so you may or may not be able to hear it. But anyway, so when you hear that sound, sounds like a whistle, okay? Then that's when it's time to change out those filters. All right, but for now, I'm gonna leave this alone, easy, cleasy. All right, and then I have this filter to clean out. Not filtered, dustbin. And let me see if I can reduce the light on this camera, man. It seems like the light's reflecting in a really odd way. Not happy with it. Configure video. Let's see if I can figure this. Brightness. Bring it down. Bring down the brightness. Okay. Let's say contrast. Can I fix that? Maybe that'll do it. Let's see. Let me do that one more time. See if it's starting to glow. Yeah, that looks better. The light's not reflecting too much. Okay. So let's take this off. Let's see what's going on with this bad boy, huh? Okay. All right, take this guy Now, when you do these little routine cleaning, you know, you check inside of your, you check in here. You check in here, okay? Make sure this guy is not looking mucky, okay? And there's nothing get caught up in here. The other part of these Dysons, you would check. You know what? Let me take this off so you see fully what I'm talking about. I gotta work in the opposite way on the camera. Okay. All right. So under here, let me take this off too. Okay. Under here, you see this tubing? Okay. This is your, God, what is the damn name? But it's a converter, or it redirects the suction. Okay. So when I recline like this, right? Okay. When I recline, let's do it again. Let's do it fully. See how it moves? Okay. So now it just cut the suction off from the handle, and now the suction is focused from the motor area all the way down to the floor. Very clever design. Okay. All right. But that can get jammed up. Sometimes pencil can get caught up in the middle of this here and stop it from closing. And then you notice that when you're in the upright position, you're like, man, I have no suction. I can only clean through the hose. Why? Most likely it's because of down here somewhere. Just like, let me do it again so you can see it change. You see that change? Bam. Okay? All right, so, oh, damn. Maybe you couldn't see it. The vertical people can't see it. Let me go over here again. See that? And that. And it changes up. So it just converts the suction from floor to hose, and from hose to floor. All right, let's keep moving. I'm gonna clean this thing out and see what the hell's going on, folks. All right, and YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain. Why? What's going on with my video? Oh my God, are you serious? What's going on? Something's going on with my video feed, guys. It's sticking. Stop it and going. All right. I will, I'll go as long as I can. All right. Sorry for the delay. I'm not sure what's causing this right now. Okay. I've changed a lot of things on this computer. And, hold on. Let me close some tabs, and I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it, but I'm just going to close some tabs. Any other apps I have open that I need to close? Let me see if I have anything else open. Okay, what's this? Sorry about this delay, guys, but I don't want the video to keep sticking as we're working. Okay, how's that? Let me see. It's still sticking. Wow. All right. Well, hey, you know. Anyway, let me tell you a story while I'm working here. Okay, and I'm doing this. So I went to go ship off the. Oh, look at that crap! I went to go ship off the skateboard that we had an auction. Oh, sure, I need to take that auction off the description. It's done. And I went to go check the skateboard and to ship it. And these guys, you know, I'll be honest with you, man. Service is an art, okay? Service is an art. If you hire people that have bad customer service, you can lose customers for life. Okay, that's a fact. All right. You know, like people, like I made an error the other day. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what happened to me yesterday. I missed something when I was fixing a machine for a customer. Okay, I'm talking about the kind of miss that will lose you business if it's not handled properly. All right. Okay. Now then I'm gonna move this out the way, and then I'm gonna focus on this part. And I had to run, man. I said, listen, I'm gonna get out there right now. The lady, she was stuck in a house cleaning the machine. Cleaning the house, and the machine was acting, like a Bianca, And she picked it up from me, and I must have missed something on the machine. So I was like, damn. She's like, Wayne, I'm stuck. I really need, So I said, you know what? I'm gonna come right out there to you. I'm gonna come out to you right now. All right. And I know someone's gonna be pissed off. They come in here at a certain time, and I'm not ready. I'm not here, but I figured I'll be a half hour late. Ran out to her, took care of her. Right now, I'm not saying everyone had to do that, right? But this is just what I had to do because it was that important to me to not lose her business. Okay. Now that's maybe it's because it's my business, right? So then when I went to the post office, I may have made an error because it was instead of 4 pounds, I had 3 pounds on it, and the label had already printed out. I've never seen this problem before. Maybe if it's off by a few ounces and stuff, I don't know. I've never had them return my label, so maybe it's something they're just doing more now or whatever. The system is not scanning it, so I said, all right, no problem. My bad. It was, instead of whatever. I said, can I pay the difference now? Whatever. No, you're gonna have to go back and. I said, fine. I said, well, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I printed it out off of eBay, right? Because that's where I had my auction. Well, it has nothing to do with me. And blah, blah, blah. I was like, holy shit, man. Damn. What? And it wasn't with a nice demeanor. It was like, dang. Hey, have whatever attitude you want, right? It's yours, right? You don't need to do it to make me feel good. But if you're doing business with me, you can lose that business if you act like a. You know what I mean? But sometimes when it's not the person's business, they just don't give two craps, But you should know who you're hiring, man. You could tell by an interview if a person's bad attitude. They say don't discriminate, but it's not about discriminating. It's about making proper judgment on the character of the people that you're hiring. You have to discriminate in a way, right? Just like you discriminate between chocolate ice cream and vanilla ice cream. Like you're saying, I don't want chocolate ice cream. I like vanilla, right? But you may want a certain flavor in your business. You want a certain attitude in your business. You have to demand it. Or just even with your friends, because that person. So what I did, I went back. Changed my label. I canceled the old label, changed the label, and I didn't use USPS. I used UPS. I just say, screw this. Let me use UPS instead. You guys just lost one just now. You could have handled it better. Service man. Golly, boy. Could have handled it better. Because you can make a mistake. Mistake is an error, right? You make an error. I made an error, and it could have been, I could have lost a customer. I was like, man, look, let me go there with a smile, take care of this lady, show her that I care, and take care of her. Wow. Okay, so this bad boy is man. Okay. So I'm gonna clean all this up. We're gonna wipe this down. Now, what you don't want to do, guys, is some people just say, "I want you to just run water through this thing." You don't have to take it all apart. But what happens is the water will get into, especially if you have stuff like this that snuck through, and this stuff snuck in, and then you wet it, and you didn't open it, nothing, you didn't clear it out. It gets kind of like muddy and very smelly, so it will make it worse if you just hose it down. So you want to get all this caked up stuff out of here. So this is how caked up I'm talking about. Hold on, let me make sure you can see what I'm doing. Hold on. See what I'm doing. This stuff is not just, it's not just dust. It's caked up. Not just dust, it's like caked up, man. See all of that? Like you need to wear a mask when you when you're working on these things. Grossy, right? So now I would then, after I scrape everything out, I will go and I'll hose it out, right? If you use the sink, then you probably want to take a scrub with you if you're gonna do it in the sink. The hose for me is always the best. Fast, blast it, and it starts to just cut away at all this stuff with the hose. All right. So I'm just gonna move this to the side for now, but I'm gonna wash this out. Okay. Let me get a vacuum to vacuum up this crap. Let me clean up the crap. All right. Okay, let me find a riddle. Let me find a riddle for the day. All right. Today is the what? Today's the 7th. All right, so on the 7th, okay, so after my neighbor gave me a new roof for free, what did he say to me when I asked him how much does it cost? I don't know, maybe I gave it away. My neighbor gave me a new roof. How's that? I asked him how much it cost. What did he say? Keep that in mind. All right? I'm gonna type it in the comment if no one hears that. How much dirt, man? You see how much dirt this is? Yikes. Yikes. All right. Okay. Trying to do as much as I can because I don't have a sink here, and I still want to, be very close to what I would do if I was like outside or in the sink. A lot of them I do outside. I'll just like take it outside. So let me do something. I have this product here that I'm using right now. I have sprays and everything else, but I have this little bucket of scrub hand towel thing that I'm using. So I'm just gonna wipe this down real quick. Probably gonna end up having this. I'm still gonna end up having to hose it, but for the look of the show, how's that? Let me get it as close to clean up as possible. All right. Okay. Let me get it very close because you're still gonna have in here, like see that this section in here. I'm still gonna wanna water it out. Okay. All right, and this, and I'm definitely gonna get like this. Let me show you what I would do. Get water. I'm gonna have to clean this up. Do I have a paper towel here? Okay, and I would when you get the water, right, you kind of blast this area. Blast it, And run your water in here because this stuff gets caked up too. So when I almost like a laser, you know. It'll get the stuff out, and then you run your water through it and all that stuff. But for the sake of this, for the show, I'm just gonna spray it out as if I'm on the sink. And let me get something to clean this up because it's gonna be all runny and it's gonna make a mess. If I had a portable shampooer, I can just use the hose and suck this stuff up, you know? All right. Yeah, man. Like, you know, like in personal stuff, it's like no big deal. You know, you have thick skin, right? You don't let people make you feel less than and all that stuff, right? That's you need to have thick skin for that. When you're doing business, because you're conducting business and you're dealing with all types of people that do have thin skin, right? Or people who are very funny about how they spend their money in disrespect. Okay? Right? When you're in the business arena, you can't take that crap with you. You have to leave it at the door. You got to leave it at the door. Pick it up when you come back if you want to be like that again when you go home. But at work, man, put that stuff down, man. There is no time for that. There was a girl the other day that I saw on I think it was YouTube, and she was it Smoothie King, was it? And she didn't want to serve a couple because he had on a Trump hat, and she was like, "Get out of here! We don't." I'm like, "What the hell is she doing? She's an employee of Smoothie King." You're an employee, man. Man, you know how fast I get rid of that lady, man. I don't care what I don't care what you kidding me? That the hell does have to do with me, man? Just make a smoothie for the people and get out of here. And she's like, "You can go, you can leave, because we don't." It's like, oh my god. And she's recording herself, so I guess she wanted content. Whether she have a job or not anymore, I don't know. But that was just ridiculous, man. Leave it at the door. That's ridiculous. Holy cow. How captured do you have to be to take that stuff to your work like that in a way that's gonna cost you, push away your customers? Now, obviously, I risk that with my channel because I'm sure not everybody thinks the way I do, but I want to make sure that if a person come in here, they know exactly. Like if you go to Chick-fil-A, you know Chick-fil-A. You know what they stand for. You know, I don't know how they do their mornings. Let's say in the morning they're praying or something like that. You know Chick-fil-A. That's it, right? I prefer if I go into a Catholic school, I get an idea. I have an idea, right? They're not like faking it. So you come to my show, I'm not faking it. You know exactly where I stand on a lot of stuff. Accountability, I'm for that. I'm not for the victimhood stuff. You know, care about people, yes, but we're not gonna try to, you know, we're not gonna sign off on making people weaker. But when you conduct a business, remember you're selling. Right? You're selling. So how do you want to sell your business to these people? See that? I made it as close as I can like I was outside, guys. I think this is as close as I can get it. Like if I was actually cleaning it outside. I hope you like it. Look at that. Right? I didn't even have to go and hose it down to get this effect. This is pretty good. Pretty good, all right? So yeah, so my stuff is that's when you walk into my door here, right? I don't get into all that. When the customer brings something up, we can chat. But my channel, that's how my channel is built. That's the format of my channel. You know, we banter about stuff, accountability, how things were, you know, kids dealing with, you know, knucklehead kids and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? We may talk about everything under the sun. That's just the channel. But you're an employee of a company. There's no time for that, bro. You're costing that company money, and then you're gonna publicize them on TV. They may lose even more money as a result. That's a big risk you're taking. All right, here we go. Ugh, this is yuck right here. Oh my God, guys! I accidentally, if anybody is watching this, I accidentally hit a link. Let me not lie and say accidentally. I was curious. I hit this link. I saw this thing, and I saw a guy with something like this. Let me show you. I saw a guy with something like this. Okay, like this. And let me move this out the way. And he was he's moving something. So I'm like, what the hell is that? And then I hit the link and I'm watching him, and it looks like somebody's I don't know, somebody's head, or I was like, what? Who have stuff like that in their skin? Oh my God, what the? Man, it was gross. So Sam was like, yeah, I watch stuff like that. I was like, you watch this stuff? You would sit here and watch somebody pluck away at, I don't know what the hell that was. It didn't even look like a pimple. It looked like some kind of growth thing. I guess, I guess we all have funny, we all have stuff, right? Blackheads and mole maybe. But this just looked like something from out of a movie, man. And I was like, oh my God, what the hell? Why would you be doing this? And she said, I don't know, how's this sitting? Like what? Like my son would watch people like you have these. Oh man, I don't know what the hell is that doctor thing called where they you have some kind of groan or some kind of pus or some kind of thing growing underneath your skin, and then they'll pus it, and then it comes out like white. It looks like cottage cheese or something like that. And Ethan can sit and watch that stuff, man. I was like, really, dude? What the hell are you watching, bro? He said, yeah, Dad, it looks, it's just fascinating. I was like, damn. Holy cow, bro. What are you doing? No, man, I can't sit and watch that. That thing would have my attention for maybe 30 seconds. Maybe if that much. That's it. I'm not gonna get my popcorn. Just sit and watch. Oh, gross, man. Oh, wow. Maybe I'm just too squirmish for that, and I just have to admit it, Oh. But that's entertainment. What's the other one? The other one is you ever see those people that they have them, they're just eating, they're eating crap, or I don't know what they're eating. I don't know. I mean, sometimes you don't even know what the meat is. It looks so weird. It's like, what the hell is that? Like, it looks like, sometimes it looks like guts, or the innards of an animal or whatever, and they're just like chomping, like it's like like they have a mic in their mouth, and they're just chomping at these things. I'm like, this is content. Now the ones that I would watch, right? I don't know if Sabbath's still there, but it's all right. The ones that I would watch is the ones where they'll get like they have a pot of boiling oil, right? And the guys look like he's coming out the ocean with a big fish, right? And he will drop the fish in the boiling thing, like okay, you know, all right, yeah, that's cool. Cause I like watching cooking channels. You know, guys come up with a recipe and they like create something and it's like making a sauce and all that shit. You know, I like stuff like that. I think that's show your creativity there. You know, so that one can catch me. My son, he's the one that got me watching these guys take rusty knives or rusty old piece of chunk of metal, and then the guys will make a whole new. They'll make a knife out of it, you know, stuff like that. I find fascinating, right? So I can sit and watch those guys. You know. There is one guy though that I would watch. He's I don't know if he's Russian, but man, I mean his thing, he got it. I think he got his stuff together, right? He got his stuff together. Let me clean this up. He's like in his backyard, right? I mean, it's so smooth, right? He's in his backyard, and he got the chickens, and he got the dogs, and it's just the sound of nature, right? You know, you see a dog walking by, and he doesn't speak, right? Doesn't speak, not much anyway. He'll say something like, "Yeah," you know, something like that. He'll just make one word at the end, "Yeah, good," you know. And this guy would start cooking like ridiculous sized steaks and ostriches and big side of a cow, you know, stuff like that, you know, put these recipes, real, you know, and the funny thing about it is the recipes are not even complicated, you know, it's just, he'll do it in these, man, I wanted to get one of those damn, I don't know, what the hell do you call it? It's, oh, man, what do you call it? It's like a barrel, and I think you put coal in it, and you can put like a side of goat inside the thing, you know, you can barbecue out in the backyard with this big barrel, right? And it has a name, because I looked it up. Because I wanted to buy one. I think they're about $300 to $600 or something like that, or some number like that. I wanted to buy one, man. I was like, man, hell yeah, I want to get one of those, you know. And then I was like, do I even make that much meat? I just wanted the experience of, you know, I mean, that would have been an impulse purchase. I just wanted the experience of doing that one time, you know, like. Imagine cleaning it though. It must be crap to clean out. Like this here. Look at this. I'm actually making progress with this thing, man. I'm actually making good progress with this. You know, it don't look as bad as it did, right? Even if I didn't have all the water and stuff to do it right, I'm still gonna flush it out. But I want to do it for you guys here. Whoever's here, if you're passing through, if you just sit and watch it for 2 seconds, got 2 seconds of fun. Right? This stuff is dirty. I'll throw this rag away. Okay. Looks better though. Look way better. All right. What's next? All right. Next is the head. The head is next. All right, so now with the head, what you're gonna do, let me see. It looked like we're gonna, this one here is a little bit more difficult. Maybe not. Maybe even easier. Let me see, it might be even easier. You push this button. Is that how you get it out? Yeah, look at that. I thought I was gonna have to unscrew everything just now. Come on. Come on out. Come on out. there's a metal, like a chain stuck in this thing here. Look at this. I wonder if this can come out. Can this come out? I don't want to break it. I don't want to break this. Let me see something. Okay. Trying to see how far out, how much is in there. Because you can end up pulling at it and then break the damn thing. Well, I got the chain out. Okay, so let's clean this up. Let's use one of these rags. Okay. All right. I'm gonna give you something cool to look at real quick. I saw something yesterday, and I want to share this one with you guys too. Hold on. Where's my paper towel? I don't want to touch my mouse. Don't want to touch my mouse. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Which one is this? Oh, this is cute. All right. This is a dog working from home. All right. This is a dog working from home. Hold on. He's working from home. What do you call those dogs? Let me turn it back. This is a collie dog, right? That shepherd, that dogs that herd the sheeps. I thought that was cute. All right. Listen, the tiniest things can make me laugh, guys. I enjoy a good laughter. I thought that was nice. Oh, man. All right. Yeah. Figured I'd share that with you. All right. So we clean this up. I don't know if some of this stuff shows up on your... Let me see. Did it show up? Did it even show up on your thing, man? Because... Let me see something. Today's clinic. You know what? Damn it, man. I think I did it wrong. I think I did the whole thing backwards. The screen is centered in the vertical, so it doesn't look the same. Let me see something. Let me try it again. I'm gonna try it again. Oh man, did I close it? Okay, let me try it with. I'm gonna try to center it. I have to account for the screen, guys, and that's what it is. And if it didn't show up properly, that's because I'm not accounting for the screen. I think that'll work. All right. So being that I'm gonna, this is the UPS. We gotta make sure that we protect our UPS drivers, guys. Take a look at this.
Oh my gosh!
This can't be. Is this AI? I don't know, man. I don't know. Is this real? Is this like real? Is this real? I don't know, man. That's. Oh, man. Who knows? It might be real. It might be real. All right. What's next on this head? All right. So take a look at this head. You see this head here? This is what it looks like. Okay. This is what this head looks like. Now, what can you do with this? Well, you can take it all apart, take all the screws out and all that good stuff. What you shouldn't do is throw it inside of sink. Okay? That's what you should do. I've seen it a couple of times on TikTok, and I advise people to not to do that. Okay? Don't do that, because it's a waste. You can mess up your motor. Okay? You can mess up this whole motor. Then your thing is not turning. You're like, oh, I wonder what's going on. Why it's not turning? Oh, I did everything right. Say, well, if you washed it in the damn sink, there's a motor inside this thing. There's a little armature in here, and you can rust it out and make it sing. Anything, right? Yeah. I know, right? Anything is crazy. It could be that. I'll be honest with you. It could be that. Who knows? It could be. It could be. But still, it's funny all the same. Listen, there's a lot of AI stuff that's just hilarious. I've seen a few. I've had a few that it had me dying, right? There's this monkey AI that they're like Rastas. They act like they're they act like they're having an interview, like a podcast, Now, if you notice what I did, I have a scoring pad in here, and now there's a couple ways I've done this. I've done it with the brush. Right, I've done it with the brush in it, and what I would do is I would just turn the brush, right, and I would put the scoring pad in it, and then I would just turn it. This one looked like it was very caked up, so I didn't know how effective. And if you notice, I'm trying to spray around the sides, right? What you don't want to do, like I said, if you soak it, then you're gonna get water all down and through the little cracks and crevices, and then it's submerged, and the water's gonna find a way. These little sprays are not the same as the little splatter. It's not the same, okay? All right, I've worked on these things. I've taken I've gotten to where the motor and replaced that stuff. So I see the damage, and that's why I say I advise against it. So what you can do in a case like this is you can literally put this back on again and put a cloth in it, because you want it to turn, right? Let me show you what I'm talking about. Hold on, give me a second. All right, you want it to turn, right? So now you put, let's say, a rag or a paper towel or whatever. You know what? Let's use this rag because it's tougher than a paper towel. It's tougher than a paper towel. And then stick it in here like so, and just kind of turn it. Turn it. Keep going. All right. See what I'm saying? There it is. I did it right this time. I did it right. It's right down the middle. Good. That's what I was trying to do. Right down the middle. The other way I messed it up. All right, and that's how you would clean it. And it's not perfect, but look, it's way better than before, and you didn't have to throw it in the sink. Okay? Just a little bit of time, a little tender love, that kind of thing. Now, if you want to dry it a little better, then you can maybe get a clean rag, or a clean paper towel, and just keep going. It comes all the way through, and you get all the dirty stuff, and it looks better. So if you were trying to sell one of these, hold on, let me clean this off. If you were trying to sell one of these, you don't want to sell it like this, because some people, they'll buy it online, or they'll buy it from what do you call those places? Thrift shops, right? And now you want to sell it, You kind of don't want to sell it, especially if it's a pet owner, because you don't know if the people who are buying it are pet owners. So you kind of don't want to have all that pet gunk in it. If you can help, just do as much as you can. You could tell, and people can tell if you even tried. People can tell if you tried. Because you're not perfect, right? So you may not get it all, but you could tell if someone didn't even. Damn, dude, you didn't even try, bro. Damn, Damn, man, you didn't even try, man. Move this out the way. So, these guys are looking much better. Much, much, much better. All right? Let me show you how you will put this back together. This is a pain in the you-know-what. This part here, I never like working with this part. Ever, never, ever. I'm not even going to lie to you. Never like putting this back in. Okay? This has always been my Achilles heel. And I'm sure there's someone out there that have like a super easy, fast, simple way to do this. But this is the way I'm doing it. All right, so this thing has two, you see those little things that sticks out, those two ends there? They're like a push. They're gonna do this, right? And what you want is for this to stick to here and not against the wall. You don't want it against here. Shit. You don't want it against here. You want it here. Okay? You want it out like that. Okay? So to get it to do this, you're going to have to kind of play with it a little bit. That means you're going to have to get one of these ends to lean up in the back of this, to be in the back against the wall, right? So we're going to push this up. We're going to push it up in here. Now, you're following the track. Let me show you the track you're following. Gosh, if you can see it. Is this track right here? There's an opening right there, like a key. Shit. Like a key opening. So we're going to put it through there, and then we're going to turn it so you can follow the track all the way. Then you're going to go up, and you're going to make sure it's behind. It's behind this. It's behind this. Okay, make sure it's behind this. Now, if you notice, let's say this is back here like this, right? If I start to turn this, I can move it. Let's do it again. If I start to turn this, I can move it. Okay? So I'm going to turn it again. All right? I'm going to turn it I'm going to turn it again, right? So the reason why this is hard for me, because I have big fingers. And so what you can do if you like, I think this might be the best way to do it. Put it up in the track. Right? Now that you have it turned like this. So you're gonna turn it so it's pushing this against. Golly, man. Let's do it again. Turn it so it's pushing it against there. Okay? You see the fun I have with this? And I could be wrong about this one, but this is the way I'm doing it right now. And if someone says, "Hey Wayne, this is," oh yeah. Okay, let me lean it up against my belly here. Turn it so it's doing it. And then we'll push it down in the track. Come on, man. What are you giving me a tough time like this for? What did I do to you? Huh? Huh? Okay, now it's in the track. Come on. It's out the track again. Oh, come on, dude. Come on, man. Life is okay, man. It's all right. Just go in the blasted track. Okay, now push it down. Okay, now. So now, now that it's there, right? I'm gonna try to keep it there while I try to close it. Let me try to keep it. Let me try to keep it over there. Damn it. Let's see. Let's see if I did it. Oh my gosh. I did it. I did it. I did it. I absolutely know there's an easy way to do it. How's this? I'm pretty sure there's a better way to do it. How's that? I haven't figured out, but it's working. So you see, it's all the way to the end. See that? All right. So now that I do that, now is when I put this back on. Okay? I don't try to keep it on while I'm doing this. I did that before when I first started messing with this, not realizing that I'm making it harder for myself. So I have the spring here already attached. Okay? So now I'm just going to insert it. I'm going to insert it. And one side, I have one side going first. Let me see which side. Does it even matter? Let me see if it matters. I don't think it matters. It don't matter which side. Just have one side going first. And then snap the other side in. Okay? And there you go. And this is doing its job. Alright? Then you have the recently cleaned little guy here. You hook this guy in first. You put this side in first. You probably should have this open though. The bottom. Have the bottom open. It's much better. And then this little thing goes in first. Snap the back end. Okay. And then close it. And there you go. There you go. And then when you push down, it should open it. So, like I said, I'm gonna flush this out here because it's still kind of dirt here and stuff. But again, for the how-to little section of the video, I wanted to make sure that this is there. Okay, done, clean. So then let's put it back together. Let's see what we have. So we have so I'm gonna wipe down. We'll wipe down this section here. You know, you wipe down the area around the let's see what you can see. Okay, so I have a new Olympics game to share with you guys. I think we'll get a lot of people supporting it. So you clean this section here. You know what I mean? Clean all this stuff. Clean also in this little window right here. Clean this little window. Clean this out. Around the rim. Sweet, huh? Okay. Let's put our... Now what's good about this is that you don't see any black, what do you call that? But I'm gonna put a little bit of fragrance on this. I'm gonna put a little drop of fragrance on it. What do I have? Where's my oil? Okay, I can't find the oil, but I do have a coconut spray, so I'm gonna do the coconut spray. All right, I'm gonna do the coconut spray. I'm just gonna put a little bit on this guy here. All right, because the air that comes out of here, okay, it can, it's taking whatever odor you're picking up from the vacuum, it's gonna blow it out the side. So if you want, if you want it to smell a little better, you can fragrance that. Okay. I hope that hope somebody gets something from that. Okay, so you do that. Then you put that on. Come on, baby. Play ball. That's what you say after you pledge allegiance. And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Play ball! That's right. Play ball. Okay, so... Yeah, man. All right. And that. And there you go. This guy is at least a little cleaner today than he was yesterday. Okay? Now, if you have like paint and stuff like that, you can remove paint with like a little alcohol. Okay? A little alcohol. You don't have to go so hard with acetone. It will mess up the plastic. Or you can just use some good old-fashioned elbow grease and scrub it out. I hope that helped, folks. All right. But yeah, man, to double back to that that service, very important. 1978 Kirby Odorific, yes, the Odorific, man, dude. You remember the Odorifics? I saw a commercial. I swear the lady was vacuuming with a Kirby. Let me see something. I swear it was a Squarespace commercial, right? And I swear it was a Kirby. I swear it was a Kirby, man. Hold on, let me see if I can find the damn thing. I think I sent it to myself because I was curious. I was just like, really? Let me see. Because I listen, you know what? I even remember as a kid, I used to watch the Brave Little Toaster. And I think the Brave Little Toaster had a Kirby in it. Is that something? There are little things I noticed, man. Little things I noticed. It's like, really, Wayne? Oh shit! Is this a Kirby? Tell me if this is a Kirby. Hold on. Hold on. Let me. Oh, this content isn't available. Really? Are you serious? Oh my gosh. That they took the content down, so I can't see it now. But I still have the thumbnail picture of it. Let me see if I can share the thumbnail with you. Okay, let me see if I can share the thumbnail with you. What do I do here? You know what? I can do it. See? All things are possible. Right? I can do it here. Now, this is not the same commercial, but this is another one I saw. It looks like he's I swear it looks like he is vacuuming with an old school Cinetronic Kirby on a bed mattress. That's what it looks like. Cause that's what I remember. The old Kirby's look like that. The Cinetronics. Yeah, I remember the old Kirby's look like that. So tell me, yeah, I think so. Let's see. Yes, the character was a Kirby and the Brave Little Toaster. That's what they call. Yeah, Yep. It was the Kirby. Yep. 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 I'm not seeing things. I'm not misremembering. It was the Kirby, man. Let me see if I can find that guy. Oh, come on. It's just remembering. I mean, she was just vacuuming. Okay, you know what? Wait a second. Let me use YouTube. I swear, I bet you it's probably on YouTube. Let me see if I can search YouTube and do Squarespace. Hold on, Square. Commercial Kirby. Let's see. No. Come on, man. Nobody posted this thing? Nobody? Yes! Found it! Found it! Found it! Hold on. Hold on. I gotta tell this thing to grab that. This is my last thing before I go. Oh, come on, man. Come on. All right, wait. I don't want the volume, man. I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble. That looks like a diamond. Let's do it again. I'm gonna do it from the beginning. Hold on. That looks like a diamond Kirby. You tell me what you think. All right. You ready? And play. Tell me if that don't look like a diamond. On Ultimate, that looks like a diamond. That looks. And she's not even using the tech drive. You can tell she's not using the tech drive. Look, she's like working her ass off on that Kirby. There's no way you can use a Kirby tech drive and you have to hold both hands like that and you have to push it back and forth like that. She's acting. Look. And you can see it's not touching the ground. Man, look, man. Look. I know what Kirby looks like, okay? I know what a Kirby look like when it hits the carpet, okay? Yeah, it looks like the dual Cititronic. Yeah. Yep. I'm looking at that. I'm like, man, come on, man. That's no Kirby. I mean, it is a Kirby, but she's not using it. She's like, it's like doing like this. I'm like, nah, man. That's if you did that with a Kirby from the 80s, a Diamond series, not familiar with the newer model. Yeah, that's a Diamond. That's the ultimate. Well, that's a Diamond, but the model they kept it as the ultimate. Ultimate Diamond. But you can see the diamond bag on it. But yeah, you wouldn't be vacuuming like that if you had the tech drive in the back with the wheels moving and pushing forward and pulling back and pushing forward. She would just use it with one hand. It was zing, and then you would see it kind of pull like zing, 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 instead of just both hands like Oh man. All right, guys. And that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna be doing some other work here. Thanks for hanging with me, Sabbath. Thanks for hanging with me, man. It's, I would have been talking to the wall today. I appreciate you. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna be making another skateboard. I really had fun with these little 3D printout stuff. I bought my 3D printer for me to kind of make like these parts that I may need that And this one is what, Thanos? This is a Thanos one. You know. So now I just have to I have to learn how to use the FreeCAD software to properly, fabricate the part in the software, send it to the 3D printer, because there's certain parts I can't make anymore. Not that means I can't make anymore. The companies don't make anymore, so I'm trying to see if I can make the part myself or fabricate something that is a good substitute. So I was messing with these, trying to figure out first how to use the 3D printer properly, and then now I found out that I could use the FreeCAD software, and I'm gonna figure out how to properly use that software so I can actually make the parts. So that's my deal. Yeah, the nozzle wasn't even in contact with the carpet. Yeah, yeah. I was like, lady, you think I don't know? I know you weren't. I know. That's what that might remind me of. When you see the I had fun yesterday because I showed a picture of like Star Trek back in the 60s, and the caption was, let me see if I can find it. The caption was special effects, back in the 60s. Here, I got it. I found it. Watch this. The caption was special effects back in the 60s. And so we knew it was fake, like we knew, like we we were okay. We signed on knowing that this stuff is not real, but it took us into the picture. We kind of felt like we were a part of the movie, like we were watching them. Hold on, give me a second. 1960 special effect. So let me show it to you. So the guy said, so Captain Kirk was said, all right, oh God, what was this guy's name again? Okay, who's on the cabin? You have the doc, right? You have the doc. You have Mr. Sulu, and you have the Russian guy. Oh my God, the Russian guy's name. Anyway, they said, all right, put us in the warp drive. And then they would just go like this. Like, we know they're not moving, right? They just go like that, all right? So then also when they're driving cars, they would do like this. Yeah, and they're talking, comedy. And I tried to drive like that when I was first driving. And I'm turning the cars doing like this. And I'm like, whoa, people don't drive like that shit. What the hell are they doing? Why are they doing this for? But I guess if you don't do that, you don't look like you're driving. Because real people driving, just your hands on the wheel. And it's just sitting on the wheel. And you make slight little shifts. Unless you're turning to make an actual turn. But for the most part, you're driving on the highway, you're just kind of like that. You're just driving. You're not... but it brought us into the movie. so we know she's not... we know she's not vacuuming. But I love this meme though, man, because that was the truth. They really did their job, man. They tried their best to get special effects to just work, and oh man, kind of like the special effects of the old Twilight Zone. Yes, still frightening, even though drastically fake. Right? I think they pull you in with the suspense and the music. Yes, and you know what? And they did a better job, I think, than the writers of today. If we can get those old writers, okay, and we can bring them here with today's special effects, man, those guys they'll kill it. Okay? They'll kill it. These riders just need to go away. They need to just give them a different job or something. Have them, I don't know, have them write jingles or something. I don't know, man. These writers that are writing movies now, I don't know what's going on. There's a few that's still good, but I'm talking the mass. It's like 80-20, 80%, 20%. And they're probably very good writers who they're just not putting on the projects because they don't have the ideologies or whatever that they want, So let me not say that, right? There's probably still very good writers out there. But the studio people are just in the way, maybe. But yeah, let me see what you said. All the vehicles, you had to, let me see. You had to saw the wheel a little bit when you had a rag piston steering. You know what's funny? I was in a car, in an Oldsmobile when I was a kid. And this guy that was driving our family, the power steering must have went or something, man. I saw how this guy had to find a way to make it home. I mean, he was like, he had to turn, man. He had to turn that wheel like, I think either the wheel cut, the line cut, something happened when he just couldn't drive. But he made it home. He got us home safe. I'm happy for that. But man, I saw the strain. It was just ridiculous. It's I think I've been through that one time. And I think it was only because I think the car was in neutral or something and they had to push me. Something like that. It wasn't I don't think I was giving gas. I don't think, because part of that makes it work is the fact that your wheels are spinning and stuff like that, I guess. But I know that feeling, and I'm like, damn, if this is what he went through to turn that, it's amazing he got us home, But yeah. But all right, anyway, Sabbath. Oh, dude, Sabbath. The fact that you're even here, I was talking about Sabbath earlier, how the idea of actually very difficult to turn the wheel. I wanted to like, I really have to take that more seriously. Taking the Sabbath. Right. Taking a day to just chill and rest and reflect and not be running all over the place. I think I've come to a point where I'm like, that's a necessity for me. So it's ironic that you're here today, and I was just talking to my son about that this morning. Crazy. But hey, man, you enjoy the rest of your day. Hey, why don't you take a Sabbath? All right. I'll chat with you later, okay? All right. All right. If you like that episode, guys, please feel free to like, subscribe, share. Go to the GMR Shirts website. Pick up a shirt, a mug, or something, a sweater, a hoodie. All right. You can send a donation to website, monroevacuum.com. On the support page, you can buy us a coffee. There are many ways you can do it, but honestly, liking and subscribing and even sharing are ways you can help us out without even spending a dime. Okay? Help us keep this channel growing, and we appreciate everybody. Thank you.
Yes!
All right, if you like that episode, guys, please feel free to like, subscribe, share. Go to the GMR Shirts website. Pick up a shirt, a mug, or something, a sweater, a hoodie. All right? You can send a donation to